Hello, programmers. Today we're going to talk about linear regression. It's a topic in machine learning, and machine learning is a branch of AI focused on developing algorithms and systems to learn patterns from data and make predictions. In machine learning, your prediction or your decision is going to improve through experience and training. So let's come up with some training data. Normally in machine learning, the training data is a huge set of data. You wouldn't train with just 4 data points, but for this learning example, I've just got 4 data points. Let's say I look at Zillow and I look at the house prices in Phoenix, and the only thing I look at is the number of square feet in the house and the price. Based on that, could I make a prediction for the price of larger houses or smaller houses? So in machine learning, we call the input values the feature. So in this case, the only feature of the house we've got recorded is the house size, and the output value is like the price of the house. We'll call that the labels. So let's make some Python variables to keep track of our feature vector and our label vector. And we want our model to learn the relationship between the house size and the price. So I made this little Python program. I'm going to use matplotlib to come up with a graph and try to visualize the data. I'll use a scatter plot with blue markers for each of those data points, and we've got labels for the X and the Y axis and the title. It sure looks like there's a linear relationship between the larger your houses, the higher the prices. That totally makes sense. So with linear regression, we're looking to find the best fit line to describe the data that we have. And I know in math class there are ways to find a line when you've got 2 or more points, but we don't want to find a perfect line. We want to use a machine learning method to look at messy data that doesn't exactly follow the predictions of an exactly straight line. So instead, we're going to train our model and have it get smarter as we train it and be able to make a good prediction. And linear regression is a good way to predict data like this, where it looks like there's a linear relationship. We're going to start by just randomly guessing what the line is. I'm going to just say the line is a straight line with no slope and a 0 point for the y-intercept. Then we'll measure how wrong we were. Then we adjust the line to reduce any errors and then repeat until finally we have our best fit line. This process is called training the model. So this red line right here is my guess for the house price prediction model. I'm way off. I can tell by comparing each of the data points with my guess of a price of 0, and I'm way off. So a common way to measure how far off we are is a least squares. So we're going to take the difference between the actual price of this house right here that's got 1,000 square feet minus the 0 guess, and then square that. And we'll do that for all of our data points and then divide by the number of data points. So now it's time to adjust our guess. And I'm going to make a little adjustment and try this red line. That's getting closer. When I look at the difference between each of the real data points and my guess, my error is getting smaller. So I made a function for my initial weight vector where I've got a 0 for the slope and a 0 for the y-intercept. And then I made a predict function where you can pass in W is both the slope and the y-intercept in a list, and then X is the number of square feet of the house. And so according to this formula, we'll make a prediction of how much we think the house is going to cost. The training loss is the difference between our prediction of what that house is going to cost minus the real value of what the house is going to cost, and then we're squaring it. And we'll take the average of all of our data points, our 4 data points, and that will be our training loss. And we'll keep adjusting our line until it gets to a point where there is no further adjustment that will have a smaller training loss. We've got the best fit line. So we'll go ahead and make a training function where we pass in the array with the squared feet, the list that has all the housing squared feet for our 4 points. We pass in the prices of the 4 houses, and then the current weight vector for the line that's trying to describe this linear relationship. You can adjust these 2 values. In fact, your step size in a real machine learning is going to be super small because you want to get it perfect, but I want to get to a reasonable line quicker. So this is the step size of how I'm going to adjust either the slope or the y-intercept. And then how many iterations through of trying different lines before I'm going to say, that's good enough. You could make this smaller or bigger, but you want to see the loss get smaller and smaller and smaller. And when it doesn't seem like it's getting smaller anymore, we can stop training. So I'll take a look at the current loss, and then I'm going to look at 4 different possible ways that I could update the line. I could add something to the slope of the line. I could subtract something to the slope of the line. I could add something to the y-intercept or subtract something from the y-intercept. And we'd ideally want to pick whatever is the best of those 4 options, but just to make the code easier, I went just if LF LF. So I'll try with the first change, and if that didn't make it better, then I'll try the second one, and if that didn't work, I'll try the third one, etc., until I've made one of these changes to my guess. The next time through that loop, we'll go ahead and look at the current training loss and then try one of the 4 possible updates over and over and over. I did not want too many print statements. Every 100 times through my data, I'm going to go ahead and do a print statement. And then at the end, I'll print what weights I ended up using. It comes up with a much better prediction that looks pretty good. We can see all of our print statements. We started with this huge loss, and then we're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, hopefully. Yeah, and you can see, I wish I had lined these up nicely so you could see that this number was smaller than the one before it. We're making improvements every time through, just little tiny improvements. Finally, I ended up with, this is the weight vector that I'm using. If I went through a few more iterations, maybe I could get less loss. I'm not going to get a 0 unless it's a very perfect line. So we'll just keep going until we get the best line that we possibly can, or we've just had enough iterations and that's enough training time for our data. With linear regression, given any house size, we can predict the cost. We only have 4 data points, so I wouldn't say that this is the best model ever. But instead of making the user look at the graph and try to figure out the price point, I'm going to make some code where the user can enter in the house size in square feet, and a negative house size doesn't make any sense. But if they gave me a good value, I'll go ahead and show the prediction of what that house would cost. So now I'll put in square feet. If I put something in from my model, like 1,000 feet, I would hope to get an answer that's pretty close to what my training data had. Let me try something that wasn't in the training data. And then we get a prediction. And I made the program keep going until they type in something that's not a valid house size. And then we get to see our graph again. So we already have a predict function that we were using to train our model. I'm just going to call that predict function based on what the user gave me as the house size. And then I only want to print the price with 2 significant digits after the decimal point for the price. So the Python NumPy library actually already has a function called polyfit that's going to accept an array of house sizes or whatever your features are and give you the best fit line. So I've got, this is a quite condensed version of the program where we don't need to do the training ourselves. I liked to go through the exercise of doing the training ourselves instead of having like a black box that does it for me. But now that we understand the concept, for future exercises, we could just call this one polyfit line and pass in our sizes of the houses in square feet and our prices, and then it's going to tell us what the best fit line is, the slope and the y-intercept. So you may have a bit of a curve to your line. So this is a degree 2 polynomial fit for this line. You could have a crazy shape like this. There may be a different equation to describe the line. It may be a linear, a quadratic, a cubic equation, or something else. There may be some data that is just really not a good fit for using this linear regression model, and you'll have to find a different tool in your toolbox. So from the SciPy stats module, they've got a linregress function that is going to help you not only find the y-intercept and the slope, but it also gives you some more data, and I like to look at this third argument that you could return from the function that will help tell you how good your data was for using linear regression. So this R is a Pearson's correlation coefficient, and if you get something that's a 1, it's a perfect positive correlation. So it's a line that's sloping straight up. To go sloping down would be a -1. It's a perfect negative correlation. And what I've got right here is pretty close to no linear correlation. I'll get a value that's close to 0 for that.